When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions.
Now let's go and keep going, keep going.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta.
Enjoy, cheers to us, we did it!
And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
Are you looking for a place?
That creates lifelong friendships. A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just moments away from that Guaranteed Bank opening tip here between ICC and Gulf Coast in the nightcap. If you're just now joining us, Lady Indians picked up a 65-57 win in the first game of the day. We'll take you to the floor here in a moment for tonight's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for both squads here this evening. And let's go ahead and do that now. Let's take you to the floor for PA announcer Sam Ferris, who is also the proud owner of Samstown Market there in Manatee, a proud supporter of ICC athletics here in Fulton. So let's go to the floor.
Standing behind sophomore 6'6", number 4, Thomas Taylor. From Lake Charles, Louisiana, sophomore 6'2", number 5, Jabari Perry. And from Raymond, sophomore 6'6", number 23, Larry Lee.
Numbers, jumping straight up out the gym. Highlight, live my life right by the rim. Way we putting on, they should get this all on film. Numbers, jumping straight
traditions,
Now let's go and keep going, keep going.
sharing old stories, homemade pasta,
Enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it.
and a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the Guaranteed Bank opening tip controlled by ICC. Adam Gore, Jim Ingram here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Lady Indians win the first game of the day, 65-57. Indians trying to rally here in the nightcap. Jim, I know we just heard from the starting lineups for both squads. Let's go ahead and hear the lineup here for Gulf Coast as we tip things off with a missed 3 for the Indians.
All right, Adam, for Gulf Coast Bulldogs tonight, starting number 1, Sakara Hamilton, a 6'3 freshman from Jackson, Mississippi, Clinton High School. Number 3, Makey Strong, a 6'4 freshman from Edwards, Mississippi, Raymond High School. Number 4, Thomas Tangle, a 6'6 sophomore from Choctaw Central High School. Number 5, Jabari Berry, a 6'2 sophomore from Lake Charles, Louisiana, Barbie High School. And rounding out their starting lineup, number 23, Larry Lee, 6'6 center from Utica, Mississippi, Raymond High School. For your ICC men's basketball team tonight, starting at 0, A.J. Dent, the 6'6 sophomore from Thomasville, Georgia. Number 1, Davion Anderson, the 5'11 sophomore from Tupelo, Mississippi. Number 2, Demarion Winston, the 6'1 freshman, Yazoo City, Mississippi. Number 10, Marcel Bridges, the 6'6 sophomore from Brandon, Mississippi. And rounding that starting lineup, number 11, Cam Clark, 6'7", 195 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee, Houston High School.
Winston got the running layup up in and good for the Indians. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination, and Coach Wilson hopes he has that same winning combination put together this evening here against a very tough Gulf Coast squad. That hook shot no good, offensive rebound put back no good, and A.J. Dent rips the rebound. Indians wanting to get out and run. Winston with the basketball on the left wing, now gives it back up top to Dent for 3. Yes!
Wow, nice, A.J.
Good sign for the Indians, getting A.J. off to a hot start there. As I'm going to have to quickly fix the scoreboard here. It's saying 15
we'll
to
take
nothing.
It.
I most definitely will take it, but it is 5-0. ICC out with the early advantage. Gulf Coast looking to go inside. Nice jump stop. Shot is up, no good. Offensive rebound stripped away, and the Indians somehow come away with it. Winston with the basketball, looking to drive inside. Good transition defense by Gulf Coast. Three-pointer on its way. That one off the mark, no good. Long rebound controlled there by Tangle of the Bulldogs.
Good start with the Indians, up 5-0. We played 2 minutes in the first half.
That ball's going to be slapped out of bounds. It will stay with Gulf Coast on the baseline. Well, Jim, we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but we'll do so now. What's going to be some of your Bank of Okolona keys to victory here tonight for the Indians?
I think our depth's been strong all year, Adam. We can have 9 or 10 players can lead us in scoring any night of the week. I know we'll play good defense, rebound the ball. I think our depth is very important tonight to find a way to win.
Bank Okolona, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. Newest location now open in Aberdeen. They've also got one there in Tupelo as well. As that ball loose on the floor, and somehow Anderson comes away with it. Drops it off inside. Dent had it, lost it. It's out of bounds, but last touch by the Bulldogs. What a pass in between traffic that time by Davion. Thread the needle, and Gulf Coast just did a good job of slapping the ball out of Dent's hands. And so ICC will have the ball on the baseline. Gulf Coast with it now, or excuse me, ICC with it, and it's slapped out of bounds last touch by Gulf Coast, so it will stay with the Indians. Alumni night tonight here, Jim. Had a good crowd come by, and, I mean, autograph seekers looking to get your autograph, Mr. Jim.
Great crowd, and just mention some of the people we saw tonight. Dennis Grubbs, Dr. Randy McCoy, Vaughn Howell, who's a great basketball player back in the late 70s here from Hatley, Mississippi. Jack McFerrin, outstanding basketball player from Manatee, Mississippi, came back today. Scott Carter, FCA member, great young man here tonight. I'm looking down the list here, several people. We had who else came here? Anthony Brock.
Anthony Brock, ICC here. Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer, played ball for us, played at Alabama. Great basketball players. You mentioned ICC Hall of Fame. There's several people here we don't know about. Come over here and tell us you're here. We'd love to announce your name.
The Marty Cooper here, former ICC men's basketball coach as well. So great turnout here on the alumni night as there's another three-pointer. Knocked down by A.J. Dent. Quickly out, ICC 8-0 to start this one off here. 16.5 to go in the first half. Good start to the contest here for the Indians. Bulldogs need a basket this trip down the floor in a big way. Looking to drive inside. Now they spot up for a three. It's on its way off the mark. No good. Indians dominating the boards earlier. This is going to be Winston with the basketball. He's going to trot it into the front court. Indians up 8-0 here. Winston looking to work one-on-one. Now gives the ball up. This is Dent with it. Dent's had the hot hand here. He wants another three. That one off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped around, and Gulf Coast comes away with it.
8-0. Indians with a great start here. We've played 4 minutes in the first half.
Gulf Coast on the drive. They want the three on the other end. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped out, and it's going to be last touch by ICC. And substitutions coming in the game here for the Bulldogs. This is going to be Kalinowski checking in, along with number 24. That's Hinton into the contest. Those are substitutions being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They meet Monday nights at 7:07. That crowd has grown so much at the ICC BSU, they now have to meet in the Fine Arts Auditorium each Monday night there at 7:07.
Adam Kalinowski is from Brazil. Just came in the ball game.
He might be going through a little culture shock with this weather. There's a nice pass underneath, and the layup is good for Tangle. That stops the drought as that basket came at the 15:27 mark of the first half. ICC now up 8-2. Well, this is Anderson with the basketball. Gulf Coast extending the defense well beyond the three-point line. Davion gets the screen now, tries to drive inside, challenges the big man. His shot was blocked, but there's a foul, so we'll have to see who they call the foul on here, as there's a couple of them in the area. Looked like the shot was clean, and it was. A blocked shot was clean, but it was Hinton who fouled him on the way to the basket. And so this will send Anderson to the free throw line here for some free throws. So Davion to the free throw line. His first free throw is good. Tell you what, Davion is a guy that has really seen his stock soar here through his sophomore season. Running that point guard position for the Indians, has been solid all season long.
No doubt about it. I mean, he came in being, talked about a great defensive player, which he is, but his offense has blossomed here at ICC.
Winning the second free throw here from Anderson. It's off the back iron, no good. That's on me, as I jinxed him that time. 9-2 now is the score. Indians up as much as 8 in this one. Gulf Coast tried to bounce it away, but it's going to be kick ball out of bounds, and it will stay with the Bulldogs on the sideline. If you're just now joining us, Lady Indians picked up a 65-57 win in the first game of the day, so the Indians trying to complete the sweep of the Bulldogs here this evening in Fulton. Three-point shot on its way. That one halfway down, no good. Rebound being fought for, and Gulf Coast able to come away with it. Bulldogs with a fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock now, working it around, trying to work off the screen. Kalinowski goes inside. His shot too much, and the rebound pulled down by Clark. Good defense by the Indians to not give up that second point opportunity. A.J. Dent with the basketball now up top. He's got a pair of three-pointers already in the contest. Winston wants a three on his end. That one rattles halfway down, no good. M.J. Smith had it, but then lost it when he went to make the power dribble. Good defense there by the Bulldogs to take it away and now get out in transition. A little shake and bake, but nobody there to help as he has to force it back out and reset the offense. Bulldogs looking to go to work up top, near side. Now swings it back up top with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Turn around, fadeaway jumper is up in and good.
Shot.
Good athletic move that time by Barry. Makes it 9-4 now in favor of the Indians.
Indians with the ball. Adam mentioned 5-point lead, 13:45 left until halftime.
Anderson picks up his dribble, now works it over to Winston. Winston surveying the defense now, simply wants to give it back to Davion. Indians reset their offense now with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Smith with it. Sends it inside, great pass, layup is there. Beautiful pass from Smith. Dent gets the layup. He's got 8 points to lead all scorers in the contest. 11-4. ICC with the lead coming up on 13:15 to go here in the first half. Gulf Coast, quick three on the other end. That one off the mark, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, and Winston comes away with it. Now ICC wanting to get out and run on the open floor. Winston weaving his way through traffic, puts up a wild shot. It was blocked that time by Hinton, and now Gulf Coast wants to get out and turn things up the other way. Didn't have numbers. Now they back it back out. Now they do charge. A late whistle, but a correct call on the bumping foul.
No doubt.
Well, buckle up, folks. If this one's anything like the women's game, we're going to have a wild back-and-forth contest. ICC had a 15-0 run to start the fourth quarter to be able to rally and pick up the 65-57 win in the women's game. This is Hamilton to the free throw line. Don, I'll say this, Gulf Coast looking more like the Pelicans than they do the Wolverines. So I like these uniforms a little bit better.
There you go.
As that first free throw from Hamilton, no good. If there's any Gulf Coast fans wondering why I always take a jab at Gulf Coast, one, because Don's listening, two, because I'm a Notre Dame fan and don't particularly care for Michigan. So waiting the second free throw here, and it rattles around, double kiss off the glass and good for Hamilton. And Gulf Coast weathering the storm, trying to climb back in this one. It's trailed as much as 8, now down by 5, 11-6 here, inside 13 minutes to play in the first half. Gulf Coast coming out with a little bit of pressure here. ICC no issue as Davion tracks it across the floor with 2 seconds to spare. And just got his man out of position. And that was a very touch foul there.
Yeah, quick
whistled
call
on Hinton. If that's the case, that's going to be his second. Wow. Didn't really see a whole lot of contact. No. Maybe just push him a little bit with the hip. But I don't think there's really enough to warrant the foul there. But the reason why we're talking about the game, and they're calling the game.
That's right. And Hinton's a good-looking athlete. Did not start, but he's 6'9" center from Atlanta, Georgia. He's now got 2 quick fouls.
Yeah, those are some big fouls because he's already blocked 2 or 3 shots of the Indians who like to attack the basket. So we'll see if the Indians can adjust here. Three-pointer well off the mark, no good, as it's the air ball out of bounds, and Gulf Coast will get it back. Well, things were almost a frantic style of play earlier. Has kind of slowed down a little bit here, Jim.
Slowed down a little bit, as you mentioned. Indians do have a 5-point lead, 11-6, 12-12 until halftime.
Feeds it inside. Gulf Coast looking to go to work. Jumper from the key is off the mark, no good. A late whistle and a foul, and that one's going to be called on Cam Clark.
That's a second, I believe.
I believe you're correct there, and some of the ICC fans, not a big fan of the late call there, but you're starting to see those type of calls.
If it went in, he wasn't going to call it.
Right. If one of those, if it goes in, he's not going to call it. He's going to say play on in that situation.
But he shot an air ball, so they called it. And I think he was fouled.
Yep. So this will send 3 strong to the free throw line. I agree. It was a foul. First free throw, good. That one just bounced around and fell. Gulf Coast a perfect 3 of 3 from the charity stripe so far in this one.
That's Strong shooting the ball. He's a 6'4" freshman from Raymond High School. We appreciate the Gulf Coast people listening tonight, Adam.
Absolutely. It's the second free throw. That one rattles in good. Strong now. Makes Gulf Coast 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. ICC with it, and that was a near travel. Turns into a turnover anyway, and Gulf Coast now has come back and retaken the lead. Strong with a 4-0 run by himself here. Or excuse me, they did not take the lead.
Not take the 1 point down.
Okay, I thought that would put them up 12-11, but excuse me. Makes it a 1-point contest. As ICC needs a basket in a big way. Dent up and underneath, now kicks it out. 3-pointer on its way for the Indians. Off the mark, no good. Smith had the rebound, but then lost it. Now Gulf Coast an opportunity to take their first lead of the night. This trip down the floor. 11-10 ICC with the lead. Indians opened up with an 8-0 run to start the contest. And that's been their largest lead of the night. Gulf Coast with it.
Adam, we got Harper in the game right now. Get some playing time.
And that was a foul. It's going to be on the floor as they got Harper in the air. Harper had a good game his last outing.
Getting more and more time.
Yes. And an official, he blew a late whistle there, and it was the correct call. He got him in the air and then got him hit. And the official was, I think, was kind of surprised by the contact. And so now Gulf Coast with the basketball, 11-10 is the score. Loose ball on the floor, and Smith comes away with it. Now here comes the Indians in the open floor here. Kicks it out. Anderson, he drives inside. Extra pass to Dent. Dent ball fakes inside. Shot is up, and count the basket. Dent with 10 points. And ICC wants to take a timeout. Jim, let's take it with them and be back with more right after this.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This is what we've been working for. We gotta forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready?
Welcome back as the ICC All-American Pep Band filling out the DEC here, making it one of the most rowdiest places to play in all of JUCO basketball. ICC up 13-10 after Gulf Coast has went on an impressive run to climb back into this one. Inside 11 minutes to play here, Jim. We knew Gulf Coast, even though the cold start, would have a run in them and climb right back into this thing early on.
They showed coming back at them. You mentioned they didn't panic. They made the free throws, which got them back in this ball game.
Three-pointer on its way. Good. Nothing but the bottom of the net there. Barry with the first three-pointer of the night for the Bulldogs. And it's now tied at 13. Indians slow it down for a second. Want to set the offense here. Man-to-man defense out of the Bulldogs. Anderson working off a screen. Now works it over to Dent. Dent now to Harper. Harper looking to go on the drive. Spins. Fall-away jumper is on its way. Good.
Good touch. I like it.
Harper got the shooter's touch, a couple of bounces, and it fell. And now ICC retakes the lead by 2. Trap on the wing, ball is out of bounds, last touched by the Indians with 10:07 to play here. Well, Jim, we're right about that midway point here in the first half. Talk to me. What are you thinking about the game so far?
You know, Dent came out and has dominated this game for us, but all of a sudden, Gulf Coast has gotten back into the game, making some free throws, hit a couple of threes. Very, very tight ball game. Both teams playing hard. We're still controlling the boards, need to take advantage of this turnover here.
Smith with a absolute nasty block. Dent for 3.
Woo!
Yes!
That's 3 threes.
Well, two things that Jim Ingram and A.J. Dent have in common. One, you can't leave them open like that. Two, they'll make you pay every time. Dent with his third three-pointer of the game. He's got 13, 18-3 now. ICC on a little bit of a run after Gulf Coast battled back to tie it up at 13. Gulf Coast with it now, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Lost his dribble, in trouble. Ball's poked away. Anderson gets it, and he's going to lay it in.
Job today, John.
Anderson with his first basket of the night. He's got 3 points. The Indians quickly push it back out to a 7-point advantage. That shot's off the mark, no good, and Anderson with the rebound. Davion up the floor in a hurry. Indians go with it. Wild shot put up, but it's good. Turner. And just like that, ICC puts it up by 9. Their largest lead of the night. Timeout, Gulf Coast. Let's take the timeout with them. Hear from Coke and be back with more right after this.
Welcome to the pasta party.
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions.
Now let's go and keep going, keep going.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta.
Enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it.
And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
Welcome back out of the timeout. 22-13, ICC with the lead. Jim, what a run by the Indians. Gulf Coast, great job, battled to tie it up at 13. In a blink of an eye, ICC now back up 22-13.
Great job. Of course, Dent's having a great game. We're putting a little pressure on him, but Adam, when we get a rebound, we're running. We're going down the court, fast breaking as much as we can. Just a super job.
So Gulf Coast with the basketball, needing a good possession this trip down the floor to stop a little bit of the bleeding here. Indians in a man-to-man defense. Switching all over the place when they do have the opportunities. Up top now, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Pull-up jumper on its way. That one good. Nice answer there by the Bulldogs as that was Barry. He's now got 7 to lead the way for Gulf Coast. Jim, they needed that basket in a big way there.
And Barry is playing solid. And as you said, cut the lead to 7. 8:20 left until halftime.
Remind everybody, stay tuned. We'll have the Little Caesars halftime report coming your way. Take a look at some first half stats and highlights and much more. Part of the Little Caesars halftime report here from Fulton. This is Turner with the basketball. He's got 2 points on the evening, giving Davion a little bit of a rest there on the sidelines running the point. Now he wants to travel, or excuse me, goes inside. I said travel. He didn't travel. He wanted to challenge the basket, and Turner gets his 4th point of the night. Jim, that's what makes this so dangerous. A guy like Davion that can come in, run the point. Turner can come in, run the point. Winston. Anytime, you've really got 2 point guards on the floor when you've got guys like Turner, Winston, and Davion out there.
No doubt about it. And the depth, we talked about Jaden Harper coming in and giving some quality minutes. Playing a lot of players here early.
Nice extra pass. The ball slapped out of bounds. Good hustle on the part of the Indians. This is last touch by ICC. Substitution coming in the game here. Graham will enter for ICC. This is a substitution being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. They're proud to sponsor ICC basketball. They meet Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock, located right across the street from us here in the Davis Event Center. Gulf Coast near 5-second violation as he got in about 4.5. Got to get the shot off. Throws up a wild shot, and it's no good. Doesn't hit any rim.
Didn't hit the rim.
Good defense by the Indians.
Indians with the ball with a 9-point lead, 7:29 until halftime.
As we said, Gulf Coast battled back, tied up at 13. ICC answered with a 9-0 run in the blink of an eye to push the lead back out, and that's where it is right now. 24-15 is the score here in favor of ICC. Turner with the basketball up top. Indians want to set the offense. Dent with it. Boy, he's been hot here. He's already got 3 3-pointers tonight. Inside they go, back out. Turner, he wants a 3. That one on its way. Good.
Boy, Turner's been playing well lately, Adam. Came off the bench, got 7 quick points tonight.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take the timeout with them and be back with more. Or hold on. Is it not a timeout? It is not a timeout, or is it? It is, no, yes, no, maybe, could be.
Don't think so.
No,
not
it's not going to be a timeout. So scratch that, folks. No timeout taken as the officials kind of get everything explained away there.
Gulf Coast with the ball, Adam. They're down by 12, 27-15, 7 minutes till halftime.
Largest lead of the night here for the Indians, as Jim mentioned, is now 12. Gulf Coast eating the basket in a big way this trip down the floor, but the Indians' defense has been tough this evening. Gulf Coast with it now, working with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now make it 8. 3-pointer on its way. That one good. Big answer there by Gulf Coast, as that was Hamilton with his first field goal of the game. He's got 5. It's 27-18 now in favor of the Indians. Turner weaving his way back and forth and just got across the floor with about a half a second to spare.
I don't think he knew it either.
I don't think he did either. As a matter of fact, I was surprised the referee did not call a 20-second violation because I don't know that he got all the way across. Turner to Dent for another one. That one off the mark, no good. Nice block out underneath that time by the Bulldogs. Gulf Coast now wanting to get out and run. Didn't have numbers. Wisely backs it back out and resets the offense. 6 minutes of play here in the first half. ICC up 27-18 over the Bulldogs. Oh, beautiful jab step. Now drives inside. Good help defense. Takes away the basket. Now a long 2 on its way for the Bulldogs. That one halfway down. No good. And the rebound ripped down that time by Bridges.
Good job by Bridges. 27-18. Indians have the ball with a 9-point lead. 5:35 until halftime.
Winston gives the ball up to Turner, who faked on the 3. Now calls for a screen from Bridges. Swings it around. This is going to be a 3 from Graham. That one off the mark, no good. ICC starting to settle for the long ball on the last few possessions. Hasn't been able to knock those down. Gulf Coast, however, not been able to get back in the contest off those misses. Another quick 3 put up by Gulf Coast. That one halfway down, no good. Rebound wrestled away into the hands of Bridges.
Good job by the Indians forcing Gulf Coast to go one and done. Rebounding the ball very well.
Wild shot put up, no good. Somehow, some way, Winston came away with his own rebound and got the basket to go.
Outstanding effort by Winston. Got very aggressive underneath, got that rebound and put it in.
Inside drive, shot is up and good. Good job of just falling off that time and allowing the basket to go without the foul, as that was Kalinowski with the basket, his first of the night. Lead back to 2. ICC jumping back and forth between an 11-point lead. They've led as much as 12 here in the first half. 4.5 to play here. Turner, again, flirting with disaster, not getting that ball across the line. in enough time. He wants to drive inside and gets the basket.
Tell you what, he's under control, playing extremely well.
Turner with 9 points off the bench. Timeout on the floor. Full timeout. Indians up 31-20. Back with more right after this.
Enjoy.
Stuffed crust, buttery garlic spread. Little Caesars really stepped it up with their stuffed crazy crust.
They really jazzed it up. Yeah! They really plussed this crust up. They really dolled it up.
Everyone out my house. How did y'all even get in here?
The housekeeper gave me a key. Order stuffed crazy crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Welcome back out of the timeout, ladies and gentlemen. 31-20, ICC with the lead here over Gulf Coast. I'm Adam Gore. I'm joined by the myth, the man, the legend that is Mr. Jim Ingram here this evening. I think you signed at least 12 autographs tonight here on Alumni Night. Jim, Indians have went on a pretty good run. Every time Gulf Coast has a run on their own, they kind of find a way to get an answer as Bridges forces a tough shot and then gets the loose ball. As Hamilton thought he was fouled, might have had a good argument there, but needs to stay under control as he had a lot to say to the official on the other way down the floor.
Adam, this is a team sport, and Bridges has not scored tonight, but he's played solid defense, got a lot of rebounds. I like it. Now maybe he'll score, and he did.
Jim called it.
He needed it.
And that's what you do. You got a guy that hustles for you on the defensive side of the floor. Yeah, get him the ball on the other side. ICC now with their largest lead of the night. 34-20 with 3:30 to play here. Three-pointer on the other end, it's no good, and the rebound to the Indians. Jim, one thing the Indians have done, and you give a credit to them tonight, is they have controlled the boards for the most part of this contest.
No doubt, doing great rebounding. Yes, one and done is what we're calling it. When Gulf Coast, if they don't score, we're getting the rebound.
Another three-pointer on its way. That one well off the mark, no good, and Gulf Coast easy with the rebound. So Gulf Coast needs a good possession this trip down the floor, trailing in this one by 14, coming up on 3 minutes to play until halftime. And then there's a turnover and just a foul there, and that's all he could do is he tried to jump in front of the ball and just hit him. And you're going to see some fans say he grabbed him to try to stop him on the break. He wasn't trying to grab him to stop him on the break. He knew he bumped him a little extra hard that time, so he wanted to make sure Davion, didn't take a spill. So a good technically, in my opinion, Jim, a good show of sportsmanship.
No doubt.
To not knock him to the floor in that situation.
Good job by Davion. Read that pass. Turnover. We got the ball. We got our biggest lead of the ball game, 34-20. 3 minutes to halftime. See if we can extend this lead out further, Adam.
So Davion with the basketball as he crosses it into the front court. Dribbles over to the left side now. Wants to get it to Bridges. Bridges inside and the easy layup. Well, as soon as we said he hasn't scored, he goes on a 5-0 run by himself here. Pushes the lead out to the largest of the night once again for the Indians. It's now at 16, 36-20. Again, Gulf Coast needs a basket this trip down the floor in a big way here, but the Indians defense have been tough. Great drive to the basket, and Smith.
He knew he got him.
Yeah, to say, come in, fouled him hard that time and went and helped him up. And look, MJ and I are from the same school of basketball, and I know a lot of people aren't going to like this because it's the world we live in today, but I'm a Detroit Pistons fan. And if you're going to come in for an easy layup, you're going to have to earn it or earn it from the free throw line. And Smith, yeah, he did foul him hard, but he went over and helped him up after the play.
Did.
And so this will send Gulf Coast to the line.
There's no blood, no broken bones.
No.
It's just a solid foul.
And back in the day, if you didn't have that, then it wasn't a foul.
Tangle with the point. He's got 3. Cuts the lead to 15, 36-21. Indians up on Gulf Coast. 2:33 till halftime. And Tangle could cut it to 14 here if he makes the free throw.
Gulf Coast needs a solid 2.5 finish here to the first half to try to climb their way back into this one. We talked about it. 16 has been the largest lead of the night for the Indians. If you're Gulf Coast, if you can get that thing inside 10 before halftime, you got to feel good, especially with the way ICC has played here in the first half. Anderson just dribbling the ball across the front court. Then there's a trap Gulf Coast tried to double trap that time, and Bridges had it, lost it, gets it back. And ICC wisely settles things down and resets the offense. This is Turner with the basketball, calling for a screen. Gulf Coast fights through it. Turner spins. Oh, got it.
He is feeling it. Turner's got 11. He hadn't missed a shot at him.
He just shook him, the player that time, and then hit the fall-away jumper for his 11th point of the night. Gulf Coast on the other end throws up a wild shot, gets the offensive rebound, loose ball, and, well, Coach Wilson's not going to like that call because ICC had taken 2 dribbles after coming up with the loose ball, but I will say it's probably the right call.
Probably the right call.
Even though it's a late call. So we'll stay Gulf Coast basketball, 1:48 to go here. ICC up in this one, 38-22. If you're just now joining us, Lady Indians, big fourth quarter to be able to pick up the 65-57 win in the first game of the day. Indians trying to complete the sweep here of the Bulldogs and stay in the chase for that regular season championship. And, of course, the winner of the men's championship and the winner of the women's championship will host the Region 23 tournament. Big basket knocked down there by Tangle. He's starting to heat up a little bit here. He's now got 7. And the Bulldogs trying to fight and claw their way back into this one just before halftime. Jump screen at half court. Indians avoid it. Now they're going to reset the offense with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Turner kicks it into the corner, three-pointer on its way. That one finds its way through. Harper, unique rattle and roll to find that one to fall. 41-25 now. Gulf Coast with it, wants to answer the 3 on the other end, and they do. Big answer there by Kalinowski. And that's his 5th point of the night, and ICC up 41-28. Davion just calling everyone to clear out as he wants to work one-on-one against the press here. Gulf Coast has been a jump trap at half court. ICC adjusted to it and was able to get the ball across half court without an issue there. 15 seconds now on the shot clock. Anderson wants to work off a screen. Swings it around to Bridges. Bridges eyes, tries, can't buy the 3, and the long rebound to the Bulldogs. Shot clock is off here. Bulldogs can hold for the last shot if they want to. A wild shot inside, then it turns into a turnover. Harper with it. He wants to drive inside. His layup is good. What a play here, Jim, as their young man from Gulf Coast shaking up, and the officials stop the clock here. But what about the play of the bench for the Indians tonight?
No doubt about it, Adam. We're talking about people coming off the bench. Jaden Harper's been solid. James Turner's been outstanding. And I'm just mentioning 2, and I'm missing a couple players. They've been very solid tonight. That's why we got a 15-point lead. Our depth and our bench playing extremely well.
And so ICC taking advantage to get some substitutions in and out of the game right here with 14 seconds to go until halftime. I invite you to stay tuned for the Renaissance Bank post-game report. As ICC up 43-28, Gulf Coast just needs a good possession and a basket to close the first half. ICC relentless though defensively. 5 seconds now into the key they go. Jumper's on his way, and that's a big basket, Jim. Just to give them a little bit of confidence heading into halftime. Boyd with the jumper. 43-30 is the score here at the break. We're going to take the timeout with them and be back with the Little Caesars halftime report right after this here from Fulton.
All right, Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little bad kid?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza, pizza.
traditions.
Now let's go and keep going, keep going.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta.
Enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it.
And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
Try Little Caesars Stuffed Crazy Crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin. It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at halftime. 43-30 is the lead in favor of ICC, and it's been the story of the bench. ICC getting a lot of points off the bench this evening here. Jim, give me your first half thoughts, being brought to you by Bank Oklahoma.
Adam, a good start for the Indians. Of course, we got this 13-point lead, but what we did, we extended the game and also a fast break. We playing 8 or 9 players. We mentioned the bench players been big tonight. Not only are we doing well rebounding, we're pushing the ball, fast breaking the ball, doing a great job.
43-30 is your score here at the break. ICC up over Gulf Coast. Jim, let's take a look at some first half scoring being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
A.J. Dent's leading us in scoring with 13 points, got 3 big threes. Winston has 4, Davion Anderson has 3. James Turner's come off the bench, has not missed a shot. He's got 11 points. Harper's got 7 coming off the bench. Bridges with 5 for the Gulf Coast tonight. Leading them is Hamilton has 5, Boyd has 2, Strong has 4, Tangle has 7, Berry has 7 early points. We stopped in the last 10 minutes of the first half, and Kalawaski had 5 points. That's why we have a 13-point lead, 43-30.
Those first half stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi as we continue to watch the Palm Squad perform here at halftime. If you're just now joining us, the Lady Indians picked up a 65-57 win in the first game of the day behind Jessie Dixon and Tootie Lockett's 21 points, 15 of her 21 coming in the fourth quarter by our Samstown Market star of the game, Jessie Dixon. We're going to take a timeout, come back with the second half of action here from Fulton. Baseball wins today 4-3. See Coach Rick Collier across the way as he's chasing 700 wins. Closing in on that pretty quick. I don't know if he knows that or not. I might need to tell him.
Yes.
As we'll take a break and be back with more of the Little Caesars Halftime Report right after this.
Try Little Caesars Stuffed Crazy Crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin. It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Welcome to the pasta party.
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions.
Now let's go and keep going, keep going.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta.
Enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it.
And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Try Little Caesars Stuffed Crazy Crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin. It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
All right, Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza, pizza.
Are you looking for a place?
That creates lifelong friendships.
A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just moments away from the start of the second half here. ICC up 43-30 here over Gulf Coast. It'll be Gulf Coast basketball to start the second half. Jim, Bank Oklahoma keys to victory here for the second half. What do the Indians need to do to not only hold, but maybe even build on this 13-point lead to pick up the win tonight?
Adam, continue playing hard like we're doing. We're rebounding well, playing great defense, and playing a lot of people. We mentioned James Turner came off the bench, has 11. You know, Jaden Harper came off the bench, had 7. Bench players playing well. Continue to throw the depth in there and take control of this ball game.
If you're Gulf Coast, on the other hand, you just got to start chipping away at this. Make sure you have good possessions and knock down some shots, and that shot's off the mark, no good, and Winston with the rebound. Winston wanting to get down the other end of the floor, puts up a wild shot, no good. Rebound tipped around, and it's going to be last touch by Gulf Coast. No, they're going to say last touched by ICC, and Coach Wilson pleading his case there, and the official on his near side saying he wasn't in a position to call it. So we'll say a break there for Gulf Coast.
43-30, just started the second half. ICC Indians up on Gulf Coast Bulldogs. As Adam mentioned, the ladies game, the ladies won the game, had a 15-0 run in the fourth quarter, and the Lady Indians found a way to beat Mississippi Gulf Coast ladies.
So Indians trying to go for the sweep tonight. They lead this one 43-30. Three-pointer, that one halfway down, no good. And Dent with the rebound. Dent had an impressive first half, Jim. Knocked down 3 three-pointers. He scored 13 in the first half to lead all scorers.
And did a great job. And they substitute a lot. He was out the last 10 minutes of the half. He did not play much. We got some depth, developing depth to get ready for the playoff picture here. Great job of the coaching staff.
And there's a steal by Gulf Coast. And down the other end, and the jam. The big man throws it down, Lee, for the first point of the night. And Bulldogs have stopped ICC on consecutive possessions. See if the Indians can find an answer this trip down here. 43-32 is the score. Dent had it, and then that's going to be a reach-in foul whistle there on Tangle. Can't necessarily fault Tangle for that as he handled the basketball. Tried to go for it, and that's only his first foul as well.
Good effort by Tangle. Indians have the ball up by 11. We just started the second half. 18.5 minutes left until the ball game.
Dent with it now, looking to go to work. Doesn't see anything. Oh, beautiful pass inside to Bridges. Bridges gets the ball up in the air, and he is absolutely hammered. Take your pick on who you want to call that one on, as he got fouled from behind and in the front. And that one's going to be whistled on number 23, Lee. That's going to be his first, team second. And this will send Bridges to the free throw line. Jim, we talked about Bridges in the first half. He only scored 5, but he did so many things when it comes to rebounding, defense, making some stops that really doesn't show up in the box score that helps the team be successful.
Right. He didn't hang his head when he was not scoring the points. He played outstanding defense, rebounded the ball well, great team player. Now he's got 6 points.
And the funny thing was, you were talking about he had yet to score in the game, and he steps back and drops a three.
You're right.
7 points after making both those free throws there. Lead back to 13 here for the Indians. Alumni night here at ICC has been a great crowd tonight. See ICC Hall of Famer Anthony Brock in the house, making his way all the way from Arkansas. Has some of the former Lady Indians off the 74-75 team make it in from Texas.
No doubt.
And so coming near and far, if you will, to support ICC tonight. And we do want to thank all those. And we also want to say a special thank you to those that are in support of Gulf Coast this evening. We want to welcome you to the broadcast, as well as the ICC family members that tuned in here. Remind you, if you aren't sick of my voice yet, you can tune in tomorrow as we'll have baseball on the Blue Channel as that free throw bounces around and falls. First game coming your way at 12:30 against Lakeland. Game 2 will be coming your way right around 3:30 there on the ICC Sports Network.
You know, Adam, you like to thank a lot of people. A lot of people did a great job tonight. I want to mention Colin Minga.
Yes.
Chad Case, you, Adam Gore, Michael Upton did a great job. Cindy Hale did a great job. I hung in there, but we had and a lot of people I'm not mentioning that just did a great job to make tonight successful.
And Gulf Coast went for the steal there, but just ran into Dent, so that'll be a foul at midcourt. And so if a game that was so frantic pace in the first half is really out to a snail start here in the second half, as both teams not really pushing the issue as of yet. But, yeah, a lot of people are doing a great job tonight getting this alumni night set off great for us. We do appreciate that. We do want to invite you to visit letsgoicc.com, as there's a three, and that one good. A.J. Dent, the kid's special. He's got 16. That's his 4th three-pointer of the night. But, yeah, visit letsgoicc.com. We'll have alumni night coming up for baseball and softball, as he thought about dunking it, but then was partially blocked by Bridges. Clark. Beautiful move, count the basket. Are you serious? What a play by Clark.
Good job by Clark. He hadn't even scored tonight. Another unselfish player playing great defense, rebounding the ball, gets his first 2 of the night.
Somehow weaves his way through traffic and gets the shot to fall. A chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way here. Don't show a lot of replays on the big board because we try not to disturb the game necessarily when people are shooting free throws. But that was one of those there. You had to see it to believe it. A great play there by Clark, and a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way here.
Coast to coast, Adam.
And he gets it. Clark was one of the guys that was mentioned as honorable mention in the JUCO recruiting top 100 JUCO basketball players. A.J. Dent was listed as number 42 on that list. Davion Anderson also making the honorable mention list as well. As that one swung around, and Gulf Coast just can't get it to fall. Tough break there as they got a good look at the basket, just couldn't find the bottom of the basket. And ICC slowed it down and going to reset the offense up 51-64. She may have to start getting you to do the math.
Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. A.J. Dent's 5th three of the night.
Big one knocked down there. What you do on the other end of the floor there is ICC now up by 20 in this one. Next trip down, you just get it to A.J. and get out of his way. Big answer there by Gulf Coast, though, as that was Barry who nails his 2nd three-pointer of the night, and a timeout on the floor. Full timeout. Let's take the timeout with them. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back. The official showed full timeout on the floor, but it was only a 30-second timeout, and it's kind of the argument there for ICC coaches. They were sitting on the bench, and the referee was telling them to get up, and they're like, well, you said full timeout. So we sat down, and the official said, no, I didn't. Adam Gore says, yes, you did, because I also saw you say
full timeout.
Full timeout. It don't matter.
That's odd.
It's been a long day.
17-point lead here, Adam. Let's finish this off. So you'll go, I'm not going to say it yet. I will say it.
Go ahead.
If we find a way to win tonight, you're 3-0 tonight. 3 victories that you have called. Outstanding job.
As the drive inside, and the scoop shot is there. Nice job by Clark as he now has 5 in the contest, 56-37. Indians with the lead, Gulf Coast with the basketball. Beautiful extra pass, and the layup is there. Great job being patient. Tangle flashing to the basket, gets his 9th point of the night. And Gulf Coast trying to fight their way back in this one, Jim. They're finding it offensively. Got to come up with some stops defensively.
No doubt, Adam. Got to get some stops defensively. And Tangle's a good-looking athlete. Really hustling tonight for Gulf Coast.
So the Indians back it back out. Now go to work with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Dent drawing a double team. Three-pointer on this end. That one halfway down, no good. And if you're Gulf Coast, as ICC said he stepped out of bounds, and the referee said no, he did not. As there's a 3 on the other end, and he banks it in.
Bank's open.
Renaissance Bank shot. Renaissance Bank, we are the bank that understands you. Find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com.
Adam, they're hanging around. Cut it to 14. 56-42. Coming up on 15 minutes left in the ball game. ICC Indians up by 14.
Winston ball fakes, drives inside, reverse layup is good. He was hit on the way up. And he was shaken up on the play, but he'll get back defensively. And then commits the foul. I think the foul is basically to maybe stop the play and possibly get a substitution in for him. As
I think he was a little frustrated also. They didn't call the foul.
Coach Wilson on the other end asking, if the kid comes up with holding his face after the play, there's got to be some type of contact. And the referee pointed at his back. So I don't know, he said, get behind me, Satan, or what?
Oh, that's Winston's 2nd foul.
Gulf Coast, nice ball moving inside, but then taken away by the Indians. Winston with the steal. He was bumped at half court, but ICC avoids the turnover. Bridges in the right spot at the right time for ICC. Dent's going to drop it off to Winston. Winston back over to Dent. Heat check here. And that one rattled in and out. No good. That was well beyond NBA range. And as hot as he's been tonight, you don't mind seeing Dent take that shot. Gulf Coast, little shake and bake. Nobody there to help. Looking for the backdoor pass, and Winston takes it away. Good defense once again by the Indians. Winston kicks it out. Clark, beautiful no-look pass to Winston. He wants to go for the reverse layup and can't get it to fall. Clark had the rebound, lost it, and I was going to say Clark was out of bounds when he initially touched the basketball. And I think the official saw the same thing, and he's going to say Gulf Coast ball. Good call by the official. We can say good things about the official every once in a while.
Yeah, you need to every now and then. You know, maybe once every 4 or 5 weeks you can do that.
Trying to stay on Santa's good list.
There you go. I like it.
Officials checking the floor, getting it kind of wiped up with its shoes that time. And so Gulf Coast with the basketball. Jim, they're starting to get some stops here, starting to chip away at this. ICC has led as much as 20. Gulf Coast trying to slowly but surely get back in this one.
They're down by 16, 58-42, 14 minutes left in the ball game. Woo! Slipped on the floor, unfortunately. Hope he's okay. A lot of good sportsmanship I'm seeing tonight by both teams.
Let's give credit for that because, a lot of times, people think JUCO, they think, gets, we see some incidents last week in the basketball game, not in this basketball game, but in other games. And, you just like to see that. It's refreshing a little bit this day and age in basketball.
Need to help each other up. Be fierce competitors, play hard, try to win, but treat people with respect, help people up, good sportsmanship.
So the Turner will give the ball back to the Indians here. Dent will get set to inbounds it. And he gets it to Winston. Wow, Winston, you saw the jersey pull that time, but the official said play on, even though he was able to get the basketball. Winston will bring it across the floor with about 2 seconds to play over to Turner. Turner inside to Dent. Dent floater in the paint. Good.
Nice touch, AJ.
This AJ is just phenomenal tonight. 21 points, making it look easy. Lead back to 18. ICC 60-42 over Gulf Coast. Still a lot of time left in this one, though. Bulldogs drive inside. Shot is up. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound tipped around. Gulf Coast finds it. Big man finishes it and one.
Give him credit, Adam. He worked for that one. That's Hinton.
Yes.
His first 2 of the ball game.
And that's what you need to see, especially if you're a Gulf Coast fan. Of course, yes, you want to come back and win this ball game, but even if you don't want to see this team quit when you look up and see that big of a deficit. You want to see them fight all the way to the end, even though it might turn into be a bitter end at the end of the night. So a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way here, and he makes it. Nice job by the big man Hinton. He was in foul trouble early in the contest, so didn't see a lot of time, but he was a factor in the ball game as he blocked some shots and was able to get some rebounds. Winston out of control and loses the basketball. Now here comes the big man on the other end. Extra pass. Shot blocked by Dent. And ICC comes away with the loose ball. The Indians dodge a big-time bullet there. Great defense on the other end by ICC. And, Jim, that's something we've said all season. Credit this team. At one point they were averaging 94 points a game. But, man, this team is tough defensively.
We play good defense, and we play a lot of people. Depth.
Indians getting cold from the floor here, not taking good shot selections. As Gulf Coast slowly but surely chipping their way back into this one. Looking to drive baseline. Jumper's on its way. Short, no good. And Clark with the loose ball. Cam wanting to get out and push. Nobody really picking him up, so he'll take it coast to coast, and he'll finish. Cam Clark with his 7th point of the game. Full timeout on the floor. We're going to take the timeout with them. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and Powerade and be back with more right after this.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This is what we've been working for. We got to forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready? Yeah!
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Welcome back out of the timeout. 62-45, ICC with the lead here over Gulf Coast. For just now joining us, the Lady Indians won 65-57 with an impressive fourth quarter rally to be able to pick up the first win of the day. Actually, should say second win of the day, because ICC got a RBI double in the bottom of the 8th to pick up a 4-3 win over Lakeland in the first of 3 games. That game scheduled for 9. You saw today earlier on the Blue Channel. So Gulf Coast with the basketball, needing a good possession this trip down the floor, get a basket, and see if they can find a stop on the defensive side of the floor. Great drive to the basket, shot is up, and a good finish. That was number 14, Barron, with his first points.
Played much tonight.
They haven't seen a whole lot of him.
It might have been he just got in the game.
So he provided a spark off the bench there. He gets his first basket. 62-47. ICC wanting to slow it down a little bit. Davion Anderson has re-entered the contest at the point guard. Inside to Smith, and Smith with the big boy move there, and had to be something. I don't know how that wasn't an offensive foul or anything.
I think he did a makeup call because I think they knocked it out of bounds and giving the ball back to them.
I'm going to agree with you 100% on that one. Jim, one person we saw tonight that we hadn't mentioned on here on Alumni Night is Coach Carrie Ball Williamson, former basketball coach.
No doubt about it.
AD here at ICC. She was able to make it out to the game tonight, and Coach Ball, it's funny, she'll call me every once in a while. There's a nice pass and a layup in and good for Lee, but she'll call me every once in a while, and I'll answer on that first call, and she's like, it's good to see that you still answer on that first ring.
I like that. She want to make sure you're alert.
Yes.
Dude. And I know you are, sir, no doubt. Yeah, Carrie Ball, of course, the 74-75 team we honored tonight. Of course, Nancy Gray was on that team, long-time veteran coach here, who the floor is named after.
Yes, good point. And she's also an Hall of Famer. There's a beautiful shot there by Turner. My goodness, he is in fuego.
He had missed a shot. I don't think he's missed a shot. He's got 15.
As he knocks that one down, 64-49, coming up on 10.5 to play here in the contest. Three-pointer on its way, and that one good. You got to know where Barry is. That is his 4th three-pointer, 3rd of the second half here for the Bulldogs.
Got him with 16. All of a sudden, it's a 12-point game, Adam.
That's what I'm saying. They're chipping their way back into this one, getting hot from outside. And so Turner will bring it into the front court, and that's going to be a foul. Whistled there on Barron. Barron just got on his hip and couldn't get off of it that time. And so that is going to be his first foul, team 5th foul. So ICC's been hit with 3 so far. Next couple of fouls will put ICC at the free throw line as Harper gets it. He wants to challenge. Good defense to take that away. Inside out they go. Three-pointer is all good. Thought that one was off the mark as Harper said, shut your mouth. I'm running this one, Gore.
He's got 10, and another young player off the bench playing very well, Adam.
ICC unofficial with 10 three-pointers.
And guess A.J. Dent's got 6 of them.
My goodness.
Woo!
A.J. from Evergreen knocking that one down. ICC now up 70-52. Barron drives inside, and he travels. Just lost control of the basketball that time as he was able to split defenders, just couldn't hit the brakes as he slid in that time. Make sure that's right.
I got him.
Yeah, that's 10.
10, and AJ's got 6 of them, correct?
Yep. So the forecast calling for rain on the weekend. The Indians making it rain a little early here. 10 three-pointers. And this one as they're up 70-52. And Jim, Gulf Coast, it's got to be disheartening. You go on that big run to get back in it, and then all of a sudden you look up and ICC's did it again.
Harper's feeling it.
Harper knocks down the 3. That's his 3rd of the night. 11 for the Indians as a team. But, yeah, to go back and finish that, I mean, you look at it, you put in all that effort, you make a big run to get back in the game, then all of a sudden you look up and you're down 21, but there's a big answer again.
It's 23 then, correct?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
6 points for him as ICC with it with 9 minutes to play in this one. Jim, let's go ahead and just talk about it here. What do the Indians need to do to hang on to be successful in this one?
I think you keep running your plays. James Turner just hit another off the bench. Has not missed a shot tonight. He's got 17 points. Playing a lot of players, playing great depth, playing good defense, and just keep rolling.
Turner with the steal. Wants to get out in the open floor. Now kicks it out. Anderson wants to get in the three-point party. That one's off the mark, no good. Bridges with the rebound. Dent wide open up top, begging for it. Bridges wanting to try to get some points of his own there. Now here comes Gulf Coast on the other end, wanting to challenge. Barron with it now, swings it around. Three-pointer for the Bulldogs. That one off the mark, no good. And Anderson No, excuse me, that's Turner, rips the rebound. Turner wants to drive inside and gets the basket.
It's been unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
19.
It has not
Turner,
missed a shot.
As it's now 77-54, Indians in control of this one. And Jim, the Indians have been in quite the lull of late. Have not played well, didn't play well in a 1-point win at Meridian. It's one of those that, talking with Coach Wilson, he's like, we've got to play our way out of this. And the way the Indians have played tonight, looking like they're starting to find that stride again offensively.
I like the energy tonight. Playing hard, playing well, playing a lot of players. Like you said, we're focused, playing good defense, rebounding. The game's not over, but with 8 minutes left in the ball game, you're up by 23. You got to feel good where you are. You just got to finish.
So Gulf Coast with it now, as Jim mentioned, inside 8 minutes to play. Bulldogs with the basketball. If you're the Bulldogs now, you got to focus on finishing strong, finishing your way, and fight to the end of this one and see if you can't scrap your way back into this one. Step back three on its way. That one good.
That young man can play. Barry's played extremely well. He's got 19.
He's got 5 threes of his own. So this has been the Dent and Barry show tonight from beyond the arch. They've combined for 11 threes. ICC as a team has 11 of their own. Turner gets it across. Man, he has been so close to that 20 seconds. Makes me nervous. Turner goes inside. His shot blocked. Might be the first time he's missed tonight.
It is.
As Hinton with the block shot. Gulf Coast down on the other end, and guess who? That's Barry. He's got 21. Bulldogs not going quietly into the night here in Fulton.
Cut it to 18, 77-59. Indians with the ball, 18-point lead. 7 minutes left in the ball game.
Anderson with it up top, running the point now. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Three-pointer on this way. That one good.
He's feeling it, Harper.
Harper.
He's got 21.
3 threes in a row for Harper. That's the 12th three-pointer of the game. Barry, his shot is up and it's good. That kid is special.
He can play.
80-61 ICC with the basketball in the lead. 6.5 to play in this one, and that's going to be a foul whistled there on the Bulldogs.
Hamilton's second, I believe.
That is the 6th team foul. So the next foul on the Bulldogs will send ICC to the free throw line. Turner getting set to key this one in. He'll do so to Anderson. So Anderson at midcourt looking to go to work here. Picks up his dribble, now swings it around. Dent, does he have another one in him? That one off the mark, no good. Well, that would have been big there if Dent found its way through. Around the perimeter they go. Three-pointer for the Bulldogs on the other end. No good. Rebound being fought for. Big man comes away with it and gets the basket. Nice job by Hinton getting strong, getting physical, getting the rebound, and getting the basket. Three-pointer on the other end for the Indians. That one good.
Harper is, how many has he got? 4?
Harper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 three-pointers for Harper. As ICC wants the timeout, we'll take it with them and be back with more right after this.
Try Little Caesars Stuffed Crazy Crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin. It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 13 three-pointers tonight for the Indians. And we've still got 5:47 to play in this one. ICC up 83-63. And, Jim, the Indians have just been red hot, especially Harper tonight. He's got 5 threes of his own.
You're right, Adam. As we mentioned, a lot of points from off the bench. The depth is really helping ICC tonight. And we hope as we get closer in the tournament time, we have developed some good depth.
If I'm thinking right, we're going to be right around 21, maybe 22. Nope, 21 threes combined in this contest. I think Gulf Coast has maybe 8 or 9. I'll try to check on that as that shot is up, no good, but a foul on the Indians. That'll give me a chance to check. 2, 4, 6, 8. So 8, 13, 21 threes unofficially in this contest.
It's amazing.
Unfortunately, we don't have records that go back too far here at ICC, but you got to think 13 three-pointers has got to be closing in, if not already, the most threes in a contest by the Indians, as that free throw is off the mark, no good. First miss of the charity stripe tonight by the Bulldogs. A.J. Dent will check out of the contest. He's got 24-6 three-pointers tonight for A.J.
Absolutely amazing.
Second free throw, nice adjustment there by Hamilton. I've got him with 8.
Hamilton's been solid. Indians up by 19, coming up on 5 minutes left in the ball game.
Turner bringing it into the front court. I'm going to dribble over now and try to work a little bit of this, work a little bit of the clock on the offensive side of the ball. 5 minutes to play. And that's just going to be a reach-in foul there on Hinton. And that resulted in a 1-and-1 opportunity here for the Indians. So, Jim, this is where you can really put this thing away here if you're the Indians, if you start making your free throws. James Turner to the line with a 1+1 opportunity here.
I'm a little disappointed in James. He finally missed a shot.
And it was blocked, so it really wasn't his fault.
I almost don't want to count it. It was blocked. He's sitting with 19 points. Now 20.
Man, we're going to have a hard time.
Yeah, it's a hard. You're right. I'm looking at 2 or 3 of them. I don't know what we're going to do here.
Lead now back to 20 for the Indians. Second free throw on its way, and that one good as well. 21 points now for Turner off the bench for the Indians. You've got Turner coming off, scoring 21 off the bench, 19 off the bench from Harper, 24 from Dent, who started tonight. So, I mean, yeah, you got a lot of nominees out there for our Samstown Market Star of the game. That'll be part of our Renaissance Bank post-game report. You want to stay tuned for that one. Lob it to the backside, and the layup is not there. Indians wasn't necessarily looking for it, as Clark was a little bit out of position for the alley-oop that time. Three-pointer on the other end. That one's off the mark, no good. And Harper with the rebound. So the Indians with it. Once again, want to try to work some clock here. Up 85-64 over the Bulldogs of Gulf Coast. Harper going to work, spins, turns around, shot is up, and that one's no good. Clark with the rebound, and he's going to dribble it out here to work a little bit more of the clock.
Work some clock. As Adam mentioned, 21-point lead with the Indians with the ball, coming up on 4 minutes left in the ball game.
Davion Anderson looking to go to work, dribbling around now, pull-up jumper, and that one left short. Lucky he got hit across the arm that time. Don't get much of an argument when you're up 21 here, as Coach Wilson wanted to call, but decided not to argue too much on that one. So Gulf Coast with it. Hinton thought about trying to go to work, now picks up his dribble, works it around. Into the corner they go with it, three-pointer on its way. That one halfway down, no good in the rebound. Reeled in that time by Graham. 3.5 to play, ICC up 84-64. Clark trying to drive inside, somehow gets it in, gets the layup to go. He's got 9. That one just decided to stay with him the whole time, and he just easily laid that one in.
9 all in the second half, Adam. Did not score first half.
Large lead of the night now for the Indians, 87-64. Stolen away here by the Indians, and the layup.
So that's Graham?
Graham with his first points of the night. 89-64, the lead continues to grow here. Former ICC All-American and now ICC Hall of Famer Anthony Brock loving what he's seeing out of his Indians this evening. Alumni night here at the DEC. Indians up big here late in this one. Wild shot put up, no good, with 2:43 left to play. We need that clock to run, Jim.
Your voice.
I'm tired.
I'll try to help you out.
I'm tired of talking.
But you do so well. You're such a professional. And
your check's in the mail, Jim.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
As this will be Wilson to the line for his first points of the evening here, coming off a 2-shot opportunity. Free throw is good. Nice job there by Wilson to step into it and knock it down.
6'1" freshman from Bay St. Louis, Bay High School.
Bunch of substitutions coming in for both teams here. These substitutions being brought to you by Fagata's Mexican Grill, located right down the road from us here at ICC. And I tell you what, that sounds really good right now.
Right. There's no doubt it sounds good.
As that second free throw is good. And, Jim, as always, a tradition like no other here. Tell everybody what you get when you normally go to Fagata's.
We always talk about that, but I love the chips and salsa. I eat too much of it.
Right.
I almost bring my own bowl now. They did the other day, which is kind of embarrassing, but I'll get over it. I eat them.
I need that kind of treatment.
And because we go there a lot. And the chicken salad.
Okay. Grilled chicken?
Well, it's fried chicken salad.
Fried chicken, okay.
With Thousand Island. A lot of stuff you're using for a diet there. Fried and Thousand Island, which does not equal diet, by the way. But at least it's a salad. But they're very good. Outstanding salads.
Fall-away jumper, good for James, who entered the contest. And now ICC up 91-66. We do invite you to stay tuned for the Renaissance Bank postgame report. As that up and under move, no good, but there's a foul called on ICC. And
boy, that's really late.
Yeah, really late. And
I think everybody in the place here didn't want them to call it. We're ready to go home.
Yeah. It's one of those that neither coach nor fan, or maybe even the other two officials, would have been upset if no whistle was blown there. But this will send Tangle to the free throw line.
And he's been solid tonight.
That free throw is good. He's now got 10 points. Well, we do want to encourage those Gulf Coast fans to get behind your team and give them a big push towards postseason play. You've got a good squad here. They just ran into a red-hot ICC team that has knocked down 13 three-pointers tonight. As we wait the second free throw here from Tangle, and he gets it. As ICC up 91-68 with inside 2 minutes to play.
Adam, I don't think there's going to be any timeouts. There should not be when this game is out of hand right now.
Near turnover there, but ICC gets it back. Three-pointer on its way. That one off the mark, no good. And the rebound to the Bulldogs. Nearly taken away by the Indians on the other end. Layup is up in it good.
That was Wilson.
That was Wilson.
Got
now has 4 points in the game. Coming off the bench and being a spark here late for the Bulldogs. 91-70 now is the score with a minute and a half to play. This is Samford, who's also checked in the game late, taking over the point guard position now, swings it out. Blackman, that three is off the mark. Offensive rebound is there.
I think it's a pass.
Let's call it a pass.
Call it a pass.
James now with 4 points, and the Indians up 23 here with a minute left to play. Bulldogs with the basketball, looking to go to work, skips it around, and then loses it out of bounds, so the ball will go back to the Indians with 1:02 left in the contest. Brown will come into the contest here for ICC. So clearing the bench here for the Indians. Everyone getting a chance to play this evening.
And they deserve it. I mean,
absolutely.
People, if you don't start, you're down your depth for the team. You practice hard at practice. If you got a big lead, you need to play.
So ICC will lob this one in. Sanford will bring it into the front court. Inside a minute to play. Sanford drives inside, and he gets the shot to fall. Sanford got him on his hip, was able to finish. And now it's 95-70 with 50 seconds to go in this one. Remind everyone to stay tuned for the Renaissance Bank postgame report. We'll have some stats. Oh, nice behind-the-back pass, but the Indians' defense was there, but got him with the body, did Smith. We'll have some highlights, much, much more. Part of the Renaissance Bank postgame report will also, it's going to be a challenge to pick our Samstown Market star of the game. We may end up having to go with stars, plural, of the game tonight. I will give you that liberty, Jim, if you want to. As the first free throw, that one kisses off the front of the rim and rolls through for Boyd. He's now got 3 points this evening.
95-71, 41 seconds left in the ball game. Boyd knocks it down again.
So it gets them both to fall there, 95-72.
Gulf Coast still pressing. Adam, now they're backing off a little bit.
Yeah, one of those, just don't foul, just play it out here. As the layup is good. James, 6 points.
Quickly, by the way.
As he was able to get that one to fall. And Bulldogs with it here can hold off for the final shot if they want to. They work it around the perimeter. Now ball fake. Drives it and throws it down. Big time jam there by Tangle. 13 And the Indians will just dribble the air out of this one, as ICC fans want to see them hit the century mark, but they're not going to do it.
No.
As ICC is just going to dribble the air out of this one, and they're going to pick up the 97-74 win to complete the sweep of the Bulldogs this evening here in Fulton. We'll take a break and be back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
That's what you do, but I just don't know which way to turn. I'm about to dance in my band.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions.
Now let's go and keep going.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta.
Enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it.
And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC winners tonight by the final score of 97-74. And Jim, just an impressive night tonight by the Indians.
No doubt about it. Great job by the Indians tonight. Everybody that played well. We hustled, we rebounded, played a lot of players. Beat a pretty good Gulf Coast team. Give them credit. They're going to make some noise before the year's out, but we were dominant tonight, hitting those threes at them. Just a great team win.
Indians improved to 20-4 on the season, 7-2 in conference play. For Gulf Coast, they slipped to 14-10, 4-6 inside of conference play. And I tell you what, if that's a 4-6 squad, that's a team that if they get hot, keep an eye out for the Bulldogs late in the season. Jim, let's go ahead and talk about some stats from tonight's game as we take a look back at some instant replays of the contest being brought to you by Little Caesars. And, of course, the number one stat that jumps out at you, 13 three-pointers tonight by the Indians. But let's talk about some of the scoring, and let's start with the Bulldogs.
Start with the Bulldogs. Bulldogs were led tonight by Javar Berry. Had a great second half. He had 16 points second half, had 23 total points. Thomas Tangle, a good-looking player, had 13 points. Hamilton, the guard, had 8. Wilson had 4. Boyd had 4. Kalinowski had 5. Larry Lee had 6. And Matthew Hunter, the big center, had 5. And for the Indians tonight, leading them in scoring, A.J. Dent had 6 threes. Is that right, Adam?
Yes.
He led the team with 24 points. James Turner had an outstanding game. He had 21 points. Jaden Harper had 19 points. Now, you got to remember, James Turner and Jaden Harper came off the bench in the second and third leading scorer of the ball game. Did a great job. Cam Clark was solid, had 9 points second half. Marcel Bridges had 6 points. Davion James came off the bench. Last 2 minutes had 6 points. Winston had 6 points. Davion Anderson had a big 3. The Indians find a way to win tonight, 97-74.
Talk about the 6 3-pointers for Dent. Harper had 5 as well tonight. So those are your stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. And, Jim, I told you, and fans would agree this is going to be a tough one tonight to pick our Samstown Market star of the game. So we're going to have to go with multiple stars of the game tonight because really and truly, if you look at it, it was just from top to bottom a great performance by the Indians, who have been struggling of late, trying to play their way out of a lull. Well, they played their way out of it tonight.
No doubt about it. Everybody played tonight, played well. Jaden Harper had 19 points, but we're going to give the players of the game, A.J. Dent, who's been solid, 6 3-pointers, really didn't have to play a lot of minutes tonight, had 24 points. And James Turner, who we think missed one shot tonight, came off the bench, had 21 points. We'll give them the joint players of the game.
And the reason that one shot was missed because it was blocked. So those are your Samstown Market stars of the game. Make Samstown Market your star of the game next time you get ready for a home-cooked meal. Stop by and see all the fine folks out there at Samstown Market in Manatee. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, Jim. It's been a great day to be in. It's always a great day to be in.
You're 3-0 today, Adam.
It is.
Great job.
Yes. So the Indians in baseball pick up a 4-3 win over Lakeland on the Blue Channel this morning around 2 o'clock. Lady Indians follow that up with a 65-57 win in the first game of 2 this evening here in the DEC. And then the Indians cap it off with a 97-74 win over Gulf Coast for the ICC to go 3-0 athletically today. Join us tomorrow on the Blue Channel at 12:30. Dr. Boggs will join me as we'll have baseball coming your way. 2 games against Lakeland. You'll want to stay tuned for those. Those were some exciting ball games today, I should say.
Right.
But it should be 2 more exciting ones tomorrow as well. Of course, we'll have softball action going on in Alabama on Friday. Some games scheduled for Saturday. This time of year, weather, the way it gets, Jim, we encourage you to follow us on your favorite social media platform, Let's Go ICC, as well as visiting letsgoicc.com to keep up with any changes. Well, that's going to do it for this evening's action. Thank you for tuning in. See you tomorrow. As that'll do it, ICC wins 3 today. As for Jim Ingram, I'm Adam Gore saying so long from Fulton. Have a blessed evening. And as always, Roll Tribe.
That's what you do, but I just don't know which way to turn. I'm about to dance in my pain.
Are you looking for a place
that creates lifelong friendships? A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.